Hello, I'm Game Retainer, and in this video I'll be going over a handful of locations that are pretty fun to clear out. I've based this list off things that I've experienced and things that I've seen posted on various forums. I'm going to be putting location for each place at the top of the screen and the map name at the bottom. Keep in mind that the location I put on the screen for each entry is not going to be the only place you can find said POI. If you're on a different map, you'll find it, it'll just be somewhere else. Now, let's jump straight in. This is the Wright Residence. I have featured this location on a video I did a while ago, and I'm putting it in this one too because I just love it. It's relatively tricky to clear, especially if you're a new player. It's tier 3 POI by default. However, if you do come across this location in a more difficult biome, then obviously the difficulty will increase. The interior is just as spooky as the exterior. Everything's falling apart, things look quite creepy, and it's just got a very unsettling vibe to it. The loft or attic, depending where you're from, has this cool hidden door where you can go in and explore further down and investigate the more sinister secrets that lie beneath. I'm not going to show too much because you should explore it yourself because it's more fun that way, but just look at the size of the underground structure. Definitely go out and look for this one. Ma Baker and Sons is next on the list. This one, it's only a tier 2 POI and it's not that difficult to clear, but what makes it a fun one is its storytelling. And again, I'm not going to try and give away too much, but it's almost like the people who own this building thought that something bad was going to happen. Because while it does look like a standard bakery on the front, it's very easy to miss that there is an underground location to explore. And not just a standard cellar, but a bunker. And just to build up a little suspense, I'm not going to show you in there. So feel free to drop some hate for that, but I'll tease you with the door opening. There isn't anything too crazy in terms of loot, but I quite enjoyed clearing this one, especially for the first time. I love a POI where you just get a little hidden surprise, and this is definitely one of them. Up next, we have a Close Encounters gun range. This one is a 2-in-1 because you have the Shotgun Messiah at the front, which you can loot for some nice goodies, and you have a wonderful gun range out the back, which is just awesome. This is one that I really love because it feels like it's out of Call of Duty or something. It's just got a real cool shoot 'em vibe. You can hop on here and shoot, and as you can see, the loot is within sight, and as with every POI that has the loot dangling in front of you, it's never as straightforward as grabbing it and going. I have turned off the AI to make things easier, but expect some heavy resistance whilst you're trying to make your way through this. For newer players, if you're playing on Navigaine, then this place is ideal for some loot because you've got Bob, who's just there in the crosshairs. This is a really fun place to clear, and you can almost approach it like a tactical assault. I do love the military feel to this one, so come out and give this one a visit. This is Super Shamway. It's a tier 4 POI, meaning that it's pretty difficult, but you should be able to manage it, even towards the earlier stages of the game. If you come in well armed, you should be fine. The reason why I think this one is fun to clear is because, again, it's just got great storytelling. There seems to have been some kind of explosion of sorts, and normally when you come here there's a load of burnt zombies and burnt feral zombies depending on at what point you come here. I love clearing this place because you have the element of parkour going up and down the shelves, and it really does feel like something you'd find in a post-apocalyptic world. It's a bit Fallout-esque, this one, in my opinion. It's a food place, so you will get a decent amount of food. You'll also get some meds because it does have a pharmacy in the back. And overall, you can expect to find some pretty decent loot. It does have a pretty good loot room for a tier 4 POI, so I recommend coming and grabbing all those goodies. But just the clearing of this place is fun. It's one of those, because of the shelves, you can hear the zombies, but you can't always see them, which helps to create that nice element of fear. And if you accidentally fall down into this pit when there are zombies around, well, you just about shit your pants. So, yeah. Come and check this one out. I'm just going to give a quick honourable mention to Johnnytown. The reason why it's not getting a full entry is because I have featured this POI in a few videos and I don't want to start annoying people by just spamming it repeatedly. But for those who haven't seen this, it's a tier 3 POI for the most part, and underground it has a really cool complex to explore. I'm not actually going to take you in it because I do like for you to explore it yourself for the very first time. Anyway, honourable mention, moving on. St. Moes Cathedral is next on the list. This daunting structure is spooky in itself because, well, it's a place of worship, and in anything to do with zombies, a church, a cathedral, a chapel, you name it, it's just freakier. It really is. This is a tier 4 POI, but I think it can pop up in tier 5 missions. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously the coffins help to really make it feel homely. You will get overrun in here if you come here too soon, but if you do really like a challenge, then absolutely visit this location. You can get some nice views, not that you'd be coming here to take pictures. You can also get some nice loot, which is probably what you're here for, as opposed to pictures. The loot, it's not particularly good at the top, but where you get the best loot is just by going through the actual POI itself, and although it doesn't look like much inside there, underground is where the fun's at. This library slash creepy ass place is a really fun one to explore if you want to jump out of your skin at every turn, and if you are new to the game, the sweat inducing moments, they won't last forever, so embrace them because they're just really fun. Exploring this one is a must for all new players, and even vets who have played this a while ago. Come back and give this a go on a new playthrough, because the lovely fear element when you're trapped underneath a cathedral trying to fight off zombies, that's just plain fun. I'm gonna finish off with the Whitehill Church of God. This is another one that I featured once a while ago on another video. It has a very interesting story to it, or at least a story that you piece together. You know what it's like with this game, you kind of have to piece it together yourself. But the spooky religion aspect makes it even more sinister than normal, and it has a wonderful underground structure to explore that is pretty spooky. It's not the most difficult. I think I mentioned it is a tier 3 POI. It's not the most difficult place to clear out, but if you're coming here towards the beginning of a playthrough, I find that any underground structure is slightly more daunting because, well, it's difficult to escape. I will show you the main room where the fun happens. Again, keep in mind I have turned off the zombies, but expect some tough resistance when you come in here. That's not all there is to this place, there is a little bit more. I do quite like it. It has a culty, spooky vibe, and I'm all here for it. So if you've not yet cleared out this one, come and pay a visit. So I hope you found this video interesting. I do have more locations that I think are quite fun to clear out that I'm probably going to make another list out of. If there are any you can think of that would be interesting to see shown off in a video like this, then let me know down below, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.